sequel, reimagining, rebirth, Sam Raimi bringing Ash back. Sam Raimi is threatening to write Army of Darkness 2 this summer.
Thank you!
Do I go to your house and just shout random things? Your family tree don't fork! I can't help that! Is there a question here? Or, fuck this, I knew it was a mistake going back there, yeah. It has nothing to do with movies. Go green or go blue? What the hell does any of that mean? Spartans or Wolverines? I haven't lived in Michigan in 48 years, what do I give a shit? Michigan State, so there's a little green. My brother went to Michigan State, there's a little more green for you. My grandfather went to U of M. My brother went to U of M, so I guess it's a tie, because I didn't go to either one of those damn schools. I dropped out after 6 months. I didn't miss shit. I gotta tell you, I didn't miss anything. Oh, I need a degree to be an actor. Are you kidding me? You're covered in blood. I can do that with a 4th grade education. You people here know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I like where we're going. Yeah. I grow weary with this side. It's missing you're here. Yes, ma'am, right here. Please stand up to show your friend. What's it like working around some of the explosions on Burn Notice? The problem is sometimes they don't work around us. They come right at you, they don't really know. It's loud as hell and dangerous. Thanks for asking. Yes, right here.
Are you ever thinking about doing one of your own conventions?
Thinking about doing one of my own conventions.
Yeah, Campbell, you know.
You get working on that right away, and let's talk. Somewhere in the back. Yeah. Yes.
The Expendables, you mentioned...
Wow, not even close.
No.
The Expendables
You
are
want,
what?
I heard that you wanted to do like an
You heard.
Expendables horror film.
I want to do a horror film. That was the Expendables of horror.
Exactly.
Yes.
I would love to see that.
I would love to make that. There's a guy over here who needs $2 million. Man. Yeah, right there.
Hi, thank you for coming to North Carolina.
Hi, you're welcome. Thank you for buying my book that you're holding in your hand. Thank you.
Tell us about one of your favorite acting experiences and one of your least favorite.
One of my favorite acting experiences. That's a very dangerous question, man. Because an acting experience that's fun means the movie is hard to watch. Army of Darkness was not very fun at all. It's kind of fun to watch, though. Not fun to make.
What about least favorite?
My least favorite? Probably Army of Darkness. What was your least favorite to watch? Let's play a game or game. Stand back up. Stand back up. Man, you've obviously put some money out for the various classics that I've done. What have I done that you would like your money back for? And now don't try me for God's sake, because a lot of people go, oh, I know. Shut up and let her answer.
Well, I agree with you, Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. Let's take a poll. Should we give her her money back for Army of Darkness? Screw you, lady. Stand back up. Give me another one, smartass. Let this be her answer. Shut up, Bubba Hotel, up your butt.
Well, I love Briscoe County Jr. and
Right, you love Briscoe County Jr. We're not talking about what we love now. Find the money back for all the evil that Why are you here if you're clapping? Come up here, man.
Oh, are you serious?
All of your pain and heartache, crappy movies that you're subject to watch. This guy doesn't get boo over here. $2 subsidy. Next to be $28 back. Oh, you could get a ticket. You put me on the spot here, right? You hold the books, hold that damn thing. A cheapskate. It's like working with Comet, the horse. I mean, as if he had a personality to me. As if he gave a crap about me at all. Comet was fine, but you didn't want to ride Comet because Comet was a trick horse. And trick horses are always going, when do I do my trick? When do I do my trick? They're very nervous. They don't stand still. He's the one that nudges and does the lip thing and does this, and he can pull things, but don't ever get on a trick horse. They'll throw you off. The horse that I mostly rode was a horse called Campbell. He was about 15 years old. And with a back that went a little bit like that. I was not going to get thrown off this stupid horse. And then there was another horse that was just for rearing, called Ace. But you wouldn't want to use that horse if you were doing dialogue, because you cued it with your heels. If you cued it, it would go, "Ha-ha!" and hit you right in the face. Because that's all it knows, is if I squeeze it with my heels, it'll go right up. The one thing you have to learn how to rear on a horse, everyone thinks, "Ha-ha!" It's so easy to do. If you pull back, everyone's going over. So you have to count. First of all, you can't go straight. You'll get cracked in the face, and the horse will win. So you put one side or the other. So horses are I love horses. I have a lot of respect for them now. And they're not nearly as dumb as I thought they were. It's my horse, Copper, who I thought was kind of stupid. As soon as it was a cold morning, about 7 in the morning, he'd look for my foot. You go, "Oh, there it is," and he'd step on it. And then he would put all of his weight on it. And the wrangler was there. I'm like, Gordon! His name was Gordon, big tough guy. "Gordon, he's stepping on my foot. What do I do?" Gordon goes, "Puh!" He just punched the horse in the shoulder. And the horse goes, "Hey, hey!" He goes, "That's what you do. You punch him in the shoulder." It worked. Yes, right here. Sure.
I heard that Sam Raimi really likes to beat up his actors. Has there ever been a part where you're like, "You hit me with one more stick, Raimi"?
Has there ever been a part where I threatened Sam back, if you will?
Yeah.
No. That's not how Sam works. Sam is the inflictor. I made the mistake of doing magic shows with Sam in about 10th grade. And every time he hit me in front of kids, we would do bar mitzvahs and things like that. Every time he hit me, the kids would laugh. So he got in his idea that hurting me was funny. Thanks for reminding me of that. Yes.
What role do you think most challenged you as an actor?
What role challenged me most as an actor?
Yeah.
The Old Spice commercial. Very challenging. Having to look at that teleprompter just right as I'm walking along, giving me every single line of dialogue that's coming up next. That's difficult to do. Pay attention to that thing as it's strolling along. You believe that? I got some swamp land in Tennessee. Yes, back there.
Do you prefer skinny Elvis or fat Elvis?
Skinny Elvis or fat Elvis? Why would that impact your life one way or the other? You brought it up. Do you like skinny Elvis?
Yeah.
Well, all right. That's good enough for me. The alternative is fat Elvis. Yes, back there. Yeah.
Better off. My friend Nick here is extremely gay for you.
Nick, is it Nick?
Yes.
Are you gay, first of all?
No.
Have I turned you gay?
Almost.
What would it take to push you over the edge? Would you like to play with my boomstick?
How about if we do four?
Sir, how should we resolve this today? Should we just part as friends? Pretend this conversation never happened? That sounds like a good idea. I'm not coming back to this section for an hour. Yes, right here. Ashetta. Please stand up, Ashetta. Come on up, everybody. Do you have any props or just you? Make my gun. Come on up here. Come on up here. All right. So, Ashetta, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now, what's your name?
Second deputy.
And what made you decide to come as Ash today?
You were my very first hero growing up, and my first like crush. This is fantastic. And I'm in filmmaking now, thanks to you. So thank you very much.
All right. Quick question. What's with the cutoff shorts? Sexy it up a little bit, yes. I'd say she's succeeding. So now, you obviously spent several minutes working on this. How did you put this all together?
I've actually had this costume for a few years and worn it to many cons, but yeah, I bought.
You probably have not washed it, have you?
No, I have washed it. I had to smell all kinds of pretty in case I got to use it.
All kinds of pretty. Okay, and so you got the torn shirt thing. And the high heels. Ash never really had the high heels. Nice. And how much would you say you spent on this?
These shorts are actually designer, so I would say probably like around $75. Yeah.
You didn't waste your money at all. And for that, I'm going to subsidize your costume. Non-hard work, $1. Thank you. All right. Any other Ashettas out there? Oh, I see. You're wearing a chainsaw dress. Well, let's at least model it for folks so they can see what's out there on the market. What's your name?
My name is Suze.
Hi, Suze. Come on over here. And what is this?
This is my Ash Williams dress, and I actually got this on Etsy from someone, and I ended up changing a lot of things about it. Like I ended up repainting a lot of the chainsaw parts of it, and I'm going to take out.
Because you thought it was poorly made.
No, it's just I thought it. 3 Ash costs.
Did you pay for that?
Yes,
What should you pay?
$120.
A bargain at twice the price. A hug will suffice. That's pretty expensive, lady, let me tell you. But wait, isn't there a pocket, like turn sideways to get the full effect? So you got the chainsaw hand, see, she's styling it, she's hairy all at the same time. All right. Give you a little hug action. Hey, lady! All right. Yep, there are things that are available today. Yes, right. thank us for having 100% CGI free. Don't confuse that with visual effects.
Well, the makeup is makeup.
Makeup is makeup. There's mostly that. But we've taken images and composited sometimes. But no, there's no official CGI, swirly-whirly, ghosty, scary creatures. It will not look generic. No, it'll freak your shit, basically. Well, because look, we wanted to make a movie. Is it asking too much? To not see the green garden hose spewing the fake blood in the first one? Everyone thinks it's so charming. Oh, what about the charm of the first one? It wasn't charming, it was low budget. Can we change it? No, we didn't have any money. Now we're changing it, 34 years later. Yes.
Well, what made you and Sam Raimi want to remake it to begin with?
What made me and Sam Raimi want to remake it in the first place?
Yes.
Because we've been tormented by fans for 15, 20 years. When are you going to make another one? When are you going to make another one? Sam's making the biggest movies in Hollywood. I've been stuck on this TV show for 7 seasons now. Not enough for this guy here. People think I've died. They think I've fallen off the face of the earth. So it takes about 2 years to make an Evil Dead movie. So when the hell would we cram that in between Spider-Man and Oz the Great and Powerful? You know, it's a tough fit sometimes. So a filmmaker made a short called Panic Attack, which is available on YouTube, and the guy put it up. It was from Uruguay, Fede Alvarez. And this thing went insane, and within 2 weeks he was meeting with every big shot in Hollywood, including Sam Raimi. And he was a big Evil Dead fan, and Sam was talking to him about maybe making that short film into a feature version. But they started talking about Evil Dead, and he pitched some ideas, and so we started to pay attention. We thought, well, let's put an Evil Dead movie out that won't affect any of the other Evil Dead movies. So I envisioned 2 parallel sets of movies. Nothing's happening with the original set. People think we're burning the negative of the original Evil Dead. Nothing's happening, and your 3 Evil Dead movies will be preserved for as long as we can afford to preserve them, like another hour or 2. But the new movies will function independently. I think when you see it, you realize, oh, there's no Ash character. That's my feeling exactly. So that's because Sam still to this day wants to make another original Evil Dead movie in that series. So we thought, let's put this out for you savages to whet your appetite. And I think Fede Alvarez did a really good job because, look, you know, we take this very seriously about making sure that this movie doesn't stink to high heaven, because this is what got us into the film business. You know, so we picked what we think is a filmmaker who's really good. We gave him a budget. We gave him a great New Zealand crew to shoot it, and actors that can actually, you know, act. And special effects that are special, not defects. So, anyway, hopefully you'll enjoy that. April 5th, coming soon. Way in the back.
Yeah, we're here, gentlemen.
Yeah.
You are just a huge hero of mine, and I think I speak for everybody in this room. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Take this dollar. Try and get it back to that guy. Get up. Just pass it back. Just pass it straight back. Get to the guy who actually said it. Come on, you cheapskates. Don't. The chick who bought my book, don't put it anywhere near her. She'll steal. The guy's looking for $2 billion. Don't put it anywhere near him. All right. There we go. Yes, over here. But you're going to ask it anyway. Where did Boomstick come about? I know where Give Me Some Sugar Baby came from. I know that phrase has power. I was at a book signing and the guy came up and said, thanks for giving me some sugar baby. I said, why thanks? He said, well, I was working in Beijing, China. I had to translate it into Mandarin. Went to a nightclub, used it on a chick, got laid. So Give Me Some Sugar Baby in China is very powerful. These come out of Sam Raimi's fevered brain while the camera's rolling. He'll throw out half my dialogue while the camera's rolling. So he just made it up. Try that sometime. Here, come on up here. Come on up here, Ashley. Come on. I'm going to show you what it's like to act in a Sam Raimi movie. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan, okay. Ryan, now I'm going to do this. I'm going to throw you some. Here, hold this. Here's your mic. So, up your mouth. It's your ass. How does Ash go? Groovy. Like some things, like talk, normal body.
How you doing, baby?
Camera's rolling. You ready? Here's your first speech I'm going to give you. Camera's rolling. Pay attention. You're the hero. All right, Spinach Chin, listen up. Say it.
All right, Spinach Chin, listen up.
Listen up, Spinach Chin. I'm tired of your blab, and your bullshit.
Listen up, Spinach Chin. I'm tired of your blab bullshit.
That's why, please do, Spinach Chin.
Next time you pass by, do please, Spinach Chin.
Doc, get out of there. That's sort of what it's like. Yes, it's in the back. There's no one behind you. Now, don't be coming up, that's fine right there. You saw a preview. You saw the actual movie.
Yes.
Okay.
At stake this week.
All right.
Everybody, you're gonna love it. My question to you mentioned remakes earlier. You're an independent filmmaker.
Yes.
Evil Dead was independent.
Yes, Evil Dead was an independent, very independent.
What we have today.
Too damn independent.
I'm an independent filmmaker. What we have today is Hollywood making everything a remake. We have independent filmmakers that are thinking they need to attach their names to remakes to get known. Do you think it is important for independent filmmakers to make original works so that we have an Evil Dead in 20 years?
Are you lecturing me, sir?
I need you to speak to the people and remind these filmmakers.
I ain't running for nothing. Look, here's the scoopy poopy. Here's how it works. We need Evil Dead. Original, sure.
Yes.
How many monster movies have been made before Evil Dead? Night of the Living Dead. Night of 1,000 Corpses. I mean, on and on and on. It's not the first monster movie that's ever been made. That's very successful. So we go, you know what? We're not going to make a horror film anymore. We're going to make a musical comedy called Crime Wave. You don't even know what to react because none of you have even seen the movie. You just bought it today. You spend $125 on that too. Yes. So that movie bombed. So guess what we did? We made another horror film. Oh my God. It's kind of crazy how that works. So you have to do what you do to survive in the world. I think, yeah, we're getting a little sequel crazy. We're getting a little remake crazy. I don't call this anything. I call it another Evil Dead movie. It's not a remake or it's nothing. It's just another damn Evil Dead movie. But look, people have got to get money however they can. I encourage people, if you're from North Carolina, make a movie in North Carolina and stay in North Carolina. There's nothing wrong with North Carolina. It's fine. Because look, in the old days, you had to take a physical negative. You had to buy from Kodak. Negative to thread through a camera that went through it would rip and tear and get exposed to the light. It was ridiculous. It was scratching, get hairs all over it. Then you had to take it to a laboratory and get it processed. Then you had to print, you had to develop the negative, then you had to get a print. Then you put it into this green machine that you had to thread all the way through, called a moviola. You turn it on, it's hot, it's spewing oil, and it rips the film in 1,000 pieces. So you go back, you take it out, you put it on a machine where you're putting physical splices to put the whole thing back together again. The drudgery of what filmmaking used to be is ridiculous, which I'm glad we did it because it meant we really wanted to do it. The problem with filmmakers today is they're lazy sons of bitches because they go like this: should I edit on Saturday or Sunday? We had to edit every single day because we had to take that thing back to where we were renting it from by Monday morning. So we were up all Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all night and taking it back Monday. So it's a little easier now. You can now go to Kmart, get an HD camera for what, $500? Buy a tower with 47 gigabytes of information. Beautiful screen monitor, for another couple thousand. For $5,000, you're completely set up with everything that you own. You have digital software, you can make titles, digital music. We still had to patch in a record, put it, you could hear it go onto the song. noise because Sam didn't clean the record well enough. Patching it into a 1/4-inch machine and then patching that into a Super 8 projector. The word is nightmare, sir. Nightmare. Where do we show that? We take a Super 8 movie and project it in the theater from all the way in the back into the screen here. You know what it looks like? You can't see shit. It looks terrible. And then there's all this hum on the track of it because it's not digital. Oh my God, it's digital now. So you can now take that. You go take your HD camera, make your movie. It's going to look pretty darn good, even if you stink as a photographer. You go back and you can sit for nothing and edit for a year. Nothing. Eat lollipops and, donuts and just edit. It doesn't cost you anything. Put your titles on there and learn how to do it. You can then take it, put it on a thumb drive or a DVD and march down to your local theater. Because starting 2014, studios are telling theaters they're not even going to give you a print anymore. It's all going to be a hard drive, an encoded hard drive. You can walk down there to any contemporary movie theater with a DVD and give it to that manager and say, play my movie. And work out a deal with them. And get all your friends and your neighbors to come and see it. And believe me, most of you jackasses know enough people to fill up this much of a theater. You can do it. It costs you nothing. Nothing. So it's easy. Carrying those film prints around. It used to be five reels that were this big around. And throw your back out carrying those things around. Then you have to get it, and then the guy would have to put it up on a machine and rip it and carry it and smoking cigarettes. He puts a cigarette out of the thing, It's ridiculous. So that's what I recommend to you. Just tell stories where you are, because we don't need to see the same piece of California going by again anymore. Let's see Schmo Holler or whatever, here in North Carolina. Chase your sister around and your mother, whatever. Go do it. So I just want to empower people that it's not as intimidating as it used to be. The only thing that's intimidating is just, make something original. Make someone copy you. Make someone rip your movie off someday. What an honor. So that's all I have to say about that. I think we're going to almost let you people get back to your fabulous lives. But we're going to do probably 3 more amazing questions that have never been asked before, ever, in the history of conventions. Yes. Who's chirping over there? Yeah, go for it. She chirped again. Elvis, how much fun was it to play a senior citizen Elvis? What did I do to prepare? I worked with an Elvis impersonator for about 5 minutes. He gave up on me. He was this guy who worked on the Vegas Strip. He lived in LA. And his claim to fame is that he performed on the Vegas Strip, and the jumpsuits that I wore in Bubba Hotep were all made by the same company that made Elvis's jumpsuits. There's only one company in the whole country that makes these, and you got to give them back. You can't even keep them. No, Elvis had to get them. They weren't even his. They just knew that he wore them. Now these things, I wore them enough to know that they get a little gamey. Now Elvis, he was a sweaty son of a gun, I guess you could say, especially around 1976, post-Hawaii comeback. So all of his outfits were in the collection, and this guy had a charity show, so he went to the suit manufacturers and he said, can I wear an actual Elvis suit? Because they were about the same size for a production. They went, all right, they gave it to him reluctantly, but it fit him perfectly. So he was doing a show as Elvis with an actual Elvis jumpsuit on, and about halfway through the show, he started to heat up. Started to sweat through that suit a little bit. What does he smell? He smells Brute. It's from 1977. That's what Elvis wore, because they couldn't clean these things because you couldn't put them in the washing machine because of all the sequin. You had to just steam them and get away. So his orgasmic moment was smelling Brute from 1977, knowing that was Elvis's sweat / Brute, mixing with his sweat in that suit. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. And the guy gave up on me. He goes, just forget it, man. You're never going to get it. And he left. Yeah, so screw him. So. Yes, Yes, squeaky woman, yes. When I was in Gay, Michigan. Are you with that guy back there? Gay, Michigan, yes, it's northern Michigan. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Your husband and I used to live up there. What do you do up there? Michigan Tech. Okay. Did I get to visit any of the other mining ruins while I was up there? Because they're so popular? It's probably not dangerous at all to walk around there. Oh, nothing has leached into the groundwater at all. For 100 years of copper mining up there on the edge of Lake Superior. Man, if you start growing a third arm, you'll know what's going on. No, I did not see any more mining ruins, for God's sake. Potentially the last question coming up. From where? Who's reliable? Trust me. Yeah, over here. Hi. You did what the day before you were married? You got to meet me the day before you were married. So the marriage was kind of an anticlimactic event. I've enjoyed all of my marriages.
How did your wife deal with all of us?
How does my wife deal with all of you savages out there? Well, she's very happy that usually it's guys who are 24 years old want to go smoke a joint. They don't know there's no hotel room keys being thrown up here and no panties, because until about 5 years ago, this would have been all guys in black t-shirts. So she'd be like, you have fun on your tours, Bruce. So it's a different kind of a threat, actually. It's just as dangerous, of course, but she's fine. Now you are married?
We are.
You are. How long have you been married?
Almost a year.
Almost a year. And how's it going so far? All right. You liar.
The advice that you gave us was role play.
You're stating that incorrectly. My advice was role play? I said don't role play.
Your original advice was, you be you, nobody change. Stay yourself. And then you stopped, you turned around and said, oh yeah, and role play.
No, I said don't role play. I'm amending that in front of all these people. Deny it to the end. All right, well, folks, we're going to get you on to talk to some other valuable guests here this evening. Well, I thank you all for coming out tonight.